Also weighing on stocks, a decline in worker productivity in the first quarter and a disappointing report on private sector employment. Private payrolls increased in April, according to ADP, but not by as much as expected. Is it cause for concern? Steve Leisman has more.
A key report that signals health in the jobs market coming in weaker than expected today, raising questions about just how strong the government's jobs report will be on Friday. The private payroll company ADP, which estimates job growth in the nation from activity in the payrolls that it manages, says 169,000 private sector jobs were created in April, below Wall Street's consensus. The big story? ADP estimated that goods-producing jobs, such as in construction, manufacturing, and in the oil sector, lost 1,000 jobs. And there was barely any job creation among big businesses.
If you go back in the early part of the recovery, it was the big guys that were doing really well. The small guys were really struggling, and now things have flipped around. And it's largely because the small guys are tied into the American consumer and into the housing sector.
The weak report raises concerns that Wall Street could be too optimistic for the jobs report Friday from the government. The forecast is for 228,000 jobs for both government and the private sector. Morgan Stanley, after ADP, shaved its forecast, but most economists kept them unchanged. The report Friday will help answer the question whether job growth will weaken along with overall GDP growth.
There is this big discrepancy between employment growth and GDP growth. And if history repeats, what will wind up happening is, over time, we will see GDP revised higher. It won't look like a boom, it'll be better.
Livornia points out that 2014 was the best year for job growth in 15 years. He says things can't be that bad in the economy if job growth was that good. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Steve Leisman.